All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most powerful, but maybe most overlooked tools in all of cinema, and that is lighting. So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the basics, the language of light. Then we'll peek inside the filmmaker's toolkit. After that, we'll get into the fun stuff, how they actually paint with light, create mood, and even make light a character in the story. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, the language of light. Before you can start painting, you've got to understand your paint, right? So we have to ask a really basic question. What is light? Seems super simple, doesn't it? But seriously, the answer to this is the foundation for, well, pretty much every single shot in every movie you've ever seen. So yeah, scientifically, it's electromagnetic radiation. But here's what's cool for a filmmaker. Light travels in waves. It has physical properties. That means it's not just, brightness. It's something you can actually shape and bend and control. It's less like flipping a switch and more like sculpting with clay. And a huge part of controlling light is color temperature. Think about it. That warm, cozy orange glow from a lamp feels totally different from the cool, almost blue light of the moon, right? That's color temperature, measured in Kelvin. And just by choosing a warmer or cooler light, a filmmaker can make you feel safe or scared before anyone even says a word. It's pure psychology. All right, so we get the science. Now let's look at the actual tools of the trade, the painter's palette, if you will. Okay, so picking your light is a constant balancing act. You've got your old school tungsten lights. They give you that beautiful, warm, classic movie look, but man, they get hot. Then you have the big guns, HMIs. These things are so powerful, they can literally fight the sun on an outdoor shoot, but they're heavy and cost a ton. And then you've got the king of the hill right now, LEDs. They're efficient, they don't get hot, you can change their color on the fly. They're just insanely versatile. So what you choose totally changes the vibe and the budget of the shoot. But the light itself is just raw power. The real artistry comes from the modifiers. These are just as crucial. You can slap a gel to change the color, use diffusion to make the light soft and beautiful, or use flags and grids to cut the light and create really precise, sharp shadows. This is where cinematographers go from just turning on a light to truly sculpting with it. So we have our palette, we have our brushes. Let's talk about the basic brushstrokes, the fundamental techniques of painting with light. This right here, this is the absolute bedrock of pretty much all lighting. It's called three-point lighting. You have your key light, which is the main, brightest light on your subject. Then the fill light, which is softer and just kind of fills in the harsh shadows. And finally, the backlight, which hits them from behind and separates them from the background. You balance these three and bam, your subject just pops. It gives the image that depth, that dimension that makes it feel, well, cinematic. Now, beyond where you put the lights, you have to decide on their quality. Are they hard or soft? Hard light is intense. It comes from a small source and creates these super sharp, dramatic shadows, perfect for a tense thriller or making a villain look menacing. Soft light, on the other hand, is, well, soft. It wraps around the subject, it's flattering, and it's what gives romantic comedies that dreamy, beautiful look. It's a simple choice, but it completely dictates the mood of the scene. Okay, we've got the tools and the techniques. Now let's get into the real magic, how lighting messes with our emotions. This really comes down to two big ideas, high-key and low-key lighting. Think of high-key as bright, happy, and open. It's got very few shadows. It's a look of a sitcom where everything is brightly lit and feels safe. Low-key is the complete opposite. It's all about deep shadows and high contrast. It hides things from you. This is the classic look of film noir, of thrillers. It creates that mystery, that danger, because you literally can't see what's lurking in the dark. And this quote nails it. The key thing to understand is that shadows aren't just a lack of light. Oh no, they are a deliberate choice. What a cinematographer hides in shadow is often way more important and way more powerful than what they show you in the light. Just look at a movie like The Dark Knight. The shadows in Gotham City aren't just for mood. They are an active part of the story. They hide villains, they create suspense. The darkness itself is practically a character, reflecting the city's moral decay and all the danger hiding just out of sight. Okay, for our final section, let's talk about taking this to the next level, when light stops being just a tool and actually becomes part of the story. This is where practical lighting comes in. A practical is any light source that's actually in the shot. A desk lamp, a neon sign, a campfire. The ultimate example of this is the movie Barry Lyndon, where they famously shot scenes lit only by candlelight.
The effect is this incredible realism. You believe you're in that world because the light you're seeing is real to that world.
And then there's motivated lighting, which is kind of like the clever cousin of practical lighting. It's the art of faking it. The idea is to make your film lights look like they're coming from a real source in the scene. So you might have an actor looking at a laptop, but that soft glow on their face, it's not from the screen. It's from a hidden film light just off camera. The audience buys it, it feels natural, but the filmmaker gets total control over the intensity and quality of that light. It's the best of both worlds. And listen, this language isn't just for Hollywood cinematographers. It's becoming super relevant for all of us, especially with AI image and video generation. You don't have to just type "a man in a dark room." Now you can be the director. You can prompt something like a low-key chiaroscuro scene with hard side lighting motivated by a single window. Knowing this vocabulary gives you the power to tell the AI exactly the mood, style, and story you want to create.
So let's wrap this all up. What's the bottom line? First, light is physical. You can control it. Second, the type of light you pick, LED, tungsten, really matters. Three-point lighting is your basic building block. High key versus low key is all about setting the emotional tone. And finally, using light that's part of the world, practical and motivated lighting, makes everything feel real. At the end of the day, it's not just about making sure you can see the actors. It's about storytelling.
So, the next time you're watching a movie, I want you to try something. Don't just watch the actors. Watch the light. Watch the shadows. It's telling you a whole other story, right alongside the dialogue. The real question is, what's it going to tell you?